Chief Justice Geoffrey Ma held the ceremonial opening of the legal year 2013. In his speech, he said the core activity of the courts is to administer justice in accordance with the law and to take into account public interest when deciding cases. He said no one and no institution is above the law.
This does not mean that in the determination of cases, the courts will look to what sectors of the public, or even the majority of the public, or even the government may desire as the outcome in any given case. That is not what is meant by the public interest. The public interest that is served by the courts is in the adherence to fundamental concepts of fairness, dignity, and justice in the application of the law. I would also like to remind everyone of the fact that although the courts do on occasion have to deal with the legal questions arising out of political matters, the courts and their activities ought not to be politicized. I entirely respect the views, the rights of individuals to exercise their freedom of speech. Indeed, I think it is healthy in a society for this to happen, and it is in any event guaranteed as a fundamental right here in Hong Kong. But the courts and judges will not be influenced by the very many different points of view to which one is exposed these days.
Secretary for Justice Rimsky-Yuen said in his speech that Hong Kong has a world-class judiciary and true judicial independence. The public should be confident that cases, however controversial they may be, will be decided by Hong Kong's judges independently and strictly in accordance with the law.
Whenever legal proceedings would bring about significant social, economic, or political impact on our society, it is perfectly understandable that they would give rise to public debates. However, it is an important part of the concept of the rule of law that legal issues should be allowed to be resolved through the judicial system. Accordingly, if we truly respect the rule of law, we should fully respect the legal right of a litigant to have legal issues resolved through the judicial system, irrespective of whether the litigant involved is an individual, a corporation, or a government department. Indeed, if there are important legal issues that require resolution, a responsible government should have the courage and determination to have the legal policy, to have the legal issues properly adjudicated by the judicial process, irrespective of the divergent opinions such as that may generate. Caution, however, should be exercised so that judges can decide cases in an environment free from undue interference or pressure of whatever form. Unlike the political process, the judicial process is not subject to any lobbying and should not be so.